Calgary, and let's be honest, most of Canada's condo market is not doing so great. However, I was able to generate an offer within 6 days of listing my apartment and selling it at full list price. I'm going to show you the process and all the behind the scenes from when I first got the call to list it to when it eventually sold. I just got a call from a previous client of mine, and I've been called and summoned upon to sell a condo. Now, if you were not aware, condos in Calgary, but to be honest, across a lot of places in Canada, are not doing too well. My mind goes to two things right away: presentation and marketing. I'm really excited about the marketing. Why? There are so many beautiful features about this particular unit that I can highlight to buyers, so many of them. Ideally, I like to start getting homes ready for listing weeks or sometimes even months before they actually go for sale. This gives me time to generate a plan, a marketing strategy to create that buzz and excitement needed to sell a property quickly. My goal is to always try and generate the most amount of buzz and excitement for a listing. And the reason for that is I always want to try and sell the listing before it actually hits the market. At the same time, all that general interest and awareness of the property helps bring people in when it does eventually go for sale. Wrapped up another meeting with this client, and this time what I was doing is I was going through different things around the house, line by line, item by item. What I was doing is telling them things they need to remove, things they need to adjust. So for example, family portraits they need to take down, bed sheets that need to be changed, towels that need to be changed. And I know sometimes for a lot of people, it's a lot of work and they say, why do we gotta do all this? And I always tell people, just trust the process. I know what I'm doing. I know what's gonna make a house look amazing for buyers. We're getting closer and closer to the listing date, and right now my clients are working on decluttering, depersonalizing, doing all those things I told them to. Now, while they're doing that, I'm getting the marketing campaign for the coming soon ready, all the things I wanna do. And like I said, for this property, there's so many things about it. It's like, where do I start? Well, as you can see, here I am. I do have a meeting with the seller right now, but I do want to get started on some coming soon marketing material, photos, videos, stuff I can use for social media, maybe some print material, and my email marketing blast before we list it for sale. So gonna start doing that before the meeting. So yeah, let's get on it. I also slapped this on to the for sale sign, corner unit, 1,000+ square feet. People like corner units, and again, this is really rare, 1,000+ square feet, so I want that highlighted so when people are driving by, walking by, they can see this. Doing a ton of creative marketing for a property is great, and people love seeing that. However, I can spend all the time and money and resources, all the fancy tricks, doing a bunch of creative marketing for property. But if the presentation is not good, if a buyer walks in, if the house is messy, if they feel it's not well maintained, if they think the pricing is too high, all that excitement disappears. You can't trick people into buying a home. You just have to excite them. I am at Home Depot right now because I want to get a couple of things for the property just to help make it look a little bit better. Like there's a couple light bulbs out, so I want to get those fixed. And yes, something as simple as light bulbs, I do like to get those looking good and making sure everything is working. Buyers come in, and believe me, psychologically, when people look at stuff, little things that are out or off makes people go a little bit like, this doesn't look off, this looks off, even if they don't say it. I like when people walk in, when buyers walk in, everything looks really nice, symmetrical, everything is working, everything is clean, everything is good. Okay, so here's what I picked up. So we have the light bulbs. For any of the light bulbs are out right here. This is just an odor fighting spray. Typically tell my clients just spray this in the bedrooms, living area, bathrooms. Again, just want to have like nice neutral smell. Again, we want to give the impression nice, fresh, clean, everything in the house. When it comes to the photography and videographer process, I get deeply involved. I don't simply tell my photographer and videographer and their entire crew, just go out, take some photos, send me what you have, because I always want to show a property or an apartment, whatever it is, in the best light possible. And because of that, there's certain things I want highlighted and there's certain things I don't want shown as well. For example, if there's a home and the bedroom looks too small, or if the living area looks really small or cramped with all the furniture, I'm not going to get that in photos or show that in videos. That's why I get super involved. I don't just send people out, so I have full control of what's going on, and so the end product comes out looking really good. Here's some before and after shots of me helping this client prepare the home so it presents well. I work with them to do strategic touch-ups, declutter, depersonalize, and tweak things around the home without spending too much money. All of this is so when buyers walk through the home, they think, wow, this is so nice, it's so clean, it's so bright. I can see myself living here. That's the key, and that's what I want people to feel when they walk through. So over this past week, I've been doing a lot of pre-marketing. And then over this past week, we've had other realtors show it. And then today, got a call from one of the agents saying that their client's kind of interested. They want to send an offer. And I knew they were quite interested because they just viewed it and they just called me. Typically indicates the client, their buyer, is quite serious about the house. So lo and behold, get the offer. It's a great offer. Just want to negotiate a couple of the terms, conditions, but it's always nice to get an offer less than 1 week on market, especially for apartments, which are very tough to sell right now. I want to share something cool with you. You know, as realtors, as agents, we go through a lot of things behind the scenes, but there's one feeling I'll tell you right now that is a very good feeling. It's that feeling when your client's property is under contract, but not only is it under contract, it's the only house in that community which is under contract. And this right here is the best part. When everything is said and done, contract, the pre-marketing, marketing, negotiations, conditions removed, I get to post this sold sign. Hopefully nothing goes wrong by the possession date and the deal doesn't collapse. But for now, this is the best part. Now that it's sold, I'm obviously really happy and excited. We were able to generate an offer really quickly and sell it at full list price, especially in this tough market for condos. Preparation is everything, and every property is unique. So a well thought out, personalized plan for your individual home with preparation that starts well before you list it is what can help generate great results. I'm with you, the client, every step of the process to ensure you get that best value. So if you've been thinking of selling your home and want to sit down and discuss a personalized plan for your home well before you actually list it to ensure you get that maximum value, give me a call, send me a text message, email. I'd be more than happy to sit down with you and guide you through the entire process.